Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. An NL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. On the hill here today, Ryan Nelson.
Really labored his last time out. 4+ innings, wasn't able to qualify for the win, but fortunately got a no decision and didn't take a loss. We'll see if he can get in the W column today.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson.
The shortstop, Jackie Robinson.
And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand scoop, fires to first. Got him! Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
The pitch. That's inside. And that's ball four.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Duke Snider will hit next with 6 hits in the series coming into this one. Double play ball to second. There's one. And that's 2. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. Back here in the desert and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Tony Gonsolin.
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
And here's the first baseman, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
The first baseman, Lourdes Gurriel.
Here's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
One-two, bottom of the first. The pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Gathers and throws. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next pitch in the dirt. 3-2 now. One down, base is empty. To the right side. And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now up next for Arizona, Luis Gonzalez. 3 hits and 12 trips so far in the series. Here's a 1-1. Just off the inside edge. Righty to the plate. And that's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So one out with two aboard. Drew Foster digging in now. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. Next offering misses down and away. Got him swinging.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. He found a way to just get it by him.
And now the center fielder, Steve Finley. Left-hand hitter waits. And that clips the inside corner. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Second inning set to go. Now it's Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. 1-1 now. He swings and fouls one off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
He goes down looking.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Went deep in the ball game last night. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Carroll moving under it. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. And a 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back. Now the third baseman, Evan Longoria. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that's down and away.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Gathers and throws to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting seven, the left fielder, Corbin.
This is Corbin Carroll. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. The 1-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
2 strikes.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. And the righty deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Next offering is fouled back. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the dirt. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Here comes a pitch. Misses outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. And a curve drops in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Now it's J.D. Martinez. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss there.
2 strikes.
Upstairs.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Next one is off the plate. And a full count now.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Righty delivers. And that one is lifted in the air. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now it's going to be Miguel Vargas. Going to count 1-2. One out and a runner at second. Next offering is downstairs.
It's a good take.
And down on strikes he goes. That's the 2nd out.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing. Just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out.
Here's a 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One left for L.A. and we are still scoreless. Welcome back. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
The catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. In the air, right field. And there's one down.
The batter, the first baseman, Lourdes.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's 0 for 1. And a payoff pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks, and he's already singled in this game. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. The pitch, and he walked him.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Got him! And there's 2 away.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Next is the designated hitter, Rube Foster. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a pitch. Slapped foul.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and it's 1-0.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the center fielder, Steve Finley. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
First and second, 2 down. Evan Longoria stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Falling behind 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Foster rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 3-0.
That's 3 singles in a row. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So 2 on with 2 away. Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. Struck out looking in his first at bat. 2 on, 2 outs. And now 2-2. got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at the ballpark, on to the 4th. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Number 9, Freddie Freeman.
2-2 now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Left-hand batter waits. Laced to right center, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And next for L.A., Duke Snider. He hit into a double play his first time up. And this one squirts away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The pitch. Next offering is outside. Three and 2 now. And there's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now it's Mookie Betts. His first at bat was a strikeout. The 2-1. They say it went. No outs. Runners at first and third. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. The batter now will be Will Smith. Fly to left his first time up. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And he deals. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And stepping in is the speedy Jason Hayward. Ball to strike. There's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Two outs. Bounced up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. The run scores from third, and it's now a 2-run game. And now it's Max Muncy. The 1-1. And there's a ball. The 2-1. And that's in for a strike. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. The 2-2. Just off the inside edge. And now filled up, J.D. Martinez. Up next for the Dodgers. First and second, 2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Chase Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ketel Marte. The wide to kick the pitch. Left field. Martinez makes the play, and there's 1 down.
The batter, the catcher,
Gabriel Moreno now at the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That misses, and it's 2-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Noah Syndergaard looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. May warming up as well. The count 2-1.
Ball 3.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Martinez calls it in, 2 away.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And a 1-1. That one missing inside. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Arizona, and the score stays 3-1. Back here in the desert, and here is J.D. Martinez.
The left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Here's a 1-1. That's a little bit low. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Miguel Castro up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Nelson, a left-hander, also throwing. Two and 1 to J.D. And the slider just misses.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
3-1 to J.D. And that's in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And a pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Stays alive. And the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Vargas. Went down on strikes his first time through. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No outs. Runner on second. At the belt and fires. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering is down low.
That's a really good take.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner leads away at second. To third. Throws across the diamond. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jackie.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ryan Nelson is done. Gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Zach Davies.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Jackie Robinson. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Shoots a line drive single into right center. J.D. Martinez headed home. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And it's a one-run game.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Kicks and fires. Line drive, base hit. Robinson round second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. It hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's a big power threat. Duke Snider. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Next offering misses. 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Carroll makes the grab for the second out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Here's Mookie to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a 3-1 on the way. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Noah Syndergaard. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Syndergaard.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Here's a 1-1. And that one wrapped foul. The ground to third. Has some trouble with it. He doesn't have a play, and he's on at first.
The right fielder, number 20.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Luis Gonzalez. The pitch. That just misses, and it's a full count.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
That's a hit. Betts quickly gets it back in, and it's now 1st and 2nd to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Rube Foster.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
Runners on the move. That one fouled off, 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now up next for Arizona, Steve Finley. 2 on, 1 out. Just off the outside part of the plate. And a pitch. And fouled off. Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone. The next offering misses. And the count's full. Evan Longoria on deck for Arizona. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
So 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Evan Longoria digs in now.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And the righty deals. Strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And here it comes.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Jason Hayward. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The 2-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Gonzalez has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out.
The third baseman, number 13,
Max Muncy at the dish. Infield shifted to the pull side. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One gone, runner at first. And Martinez.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least 1 out of it.
First and second, 1 out. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him.
Not too often you're going to see a sub-90-mile-per-hour fastball get by a hitter for the strikeout, especially when it's in a very hittable location like that. Makes me think he's either looking for something else completely or he tried to do way too much with that swing.
Now it's going to be Jackie Robinson. And the right-hander deals. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first. That ends the frame. So they strand 2 after a base hit and an error. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now Corbin Carroll.
You know, these D-backs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count off, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. 3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's Ketel Marte. To the right side. Throw on to Freeman. 2 up, 2 down.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now it's even up.
2 strikes.
And that's outside. The wind to the pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Everything came together for him. And you connect, and it jumps off your bat like that. You're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Gurriel. A strikeout and a walk. Ground ball up the middle. Robinson whips it to first. And that will end the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks, but they still lead at 3-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Nelson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. The tying run at the plate. And it's even up.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Joe Mantiply up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Ginkel getting loose as well. Fly ball down the line. Makes the catch, 1 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Duke Snider steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Carroll raging back towards the wall, and that one is gone. An absolute blast to left, and we're level. It's 3-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 out, base is empty. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Looked like it was a little bit up. And a good eye there.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Jason Hayward waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
So they turn things over to the righty, Miguel Castro. He last pitched 2 days ago. Next is the Dodger DH, Jason Hayward. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Righty delivers. Good eye right there.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Righty to the plate. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Here comes Max Muncy. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. The pitch. Swung on. Popped up on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Up next is the left-hander, J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez stands in.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. 5-3 now. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. They get 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 a solo homer. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Diamondbacks 3. Bottom of the 7th, stepping in, Geraldo Perdomo. The 1-1. And that's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Yency Almonte preparing to come on if needed. Popped up. And there's 1 down.
The right fielder, number 20, Luis.
So digging in, Luis Gonzalez. The 1-1. Smash to the left side. Throw on to Freeman, and that quickly 2 away.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Rube.
And now, Rube Foster. Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike on the inside corner. And a pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Diamondbacks down quickly. They're still down 5-3. They turn things over to the southpaw, Joe Mantiply. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are. He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Swing and a ball popped up. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 9.
Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And up next for Los Angeles, Duke Snider. He sent one out of here in the 7th.
Yeah, big moment in this game as well. It was a great swing and one of the reasons why they're out in front and looking to add on right here.
Left-hand hitter waits. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Diamondbacks 3. A new pitcher in the game, Evan Phillips. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. And here is Steve Finley.
For the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Steve Finley.
Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Evan Longoria stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Tying run at the plate. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Runner around third. Play at the plate. Safe. And it's a one-run ball game.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. In the air, right field. Betts settles underneath it. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now back, second baseman,
Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. The pitch. This one smacked out to left center. Base hit into the outfield. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now Gabriel Moreno. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Next pitch just misses. Now 2-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
At the belt and fires. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two now, and that'll load the bases.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So the batting order turns over. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., the next to hit. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Oh, that's out.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And a pitch. Strike two. Kicks and fires. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
And now here is Geraldo Perdomo. Out towards right center field. Betts brings it in for the third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's down to 1 at 5-4. You're dialed into the show. We go to the ninth. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Up the middle, knocks it down.
The catcher, Will Smith.
And here's the catcher, Will Smith. The pitch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
On the ground. Fair ball.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jason.
And next for LA, Jason Hayward. Line drive. Carroll makes the grab, one down.
Now batter, the third baseman,
Max Muncy getting ready to hit. Two one now.
That's ball three.
So knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Eric Gagne.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the one-run game better than a comfortable three-run save opportunity, because that's when he pitches his best.
Luis Gonzalez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Rube Foster stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Close, but called a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And that's ball 4.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
And now the center fielder, Steve Finley. And 1-2.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Down and in, moved his feet.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And the righty deals. Hard ground ball, base knock. Martinez with a quick throw back in. Runner holds at second, but they've got something going on here. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Substitution now at first base. Here's the pinch runner for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Evan Longoria.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swung on, belted. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. The 2-2.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
And the 3-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Big spot here, bottom of the ninth, down to their final out. Now the left fielder, Corbin Carroll. So the tying run at second.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Foul ball.
Well, he put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
And a swing and a miss. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, all you want is a chance going in that final frame. They got some base runners, had the tying run at second, the winning run at first, just couldn't come through with the big hit. On the other side, nice job to battle through it, close out the win.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.